market and is critical to American workers, it's critical to American business, and it's
Trump and them are talking right now,
savers who have a lot of that money
having their little
money market funds. So
I've been telling everyone I think we're going to get a stimulus package, $1,000 checks within a week. People are just completely, all the world's laid off from our jobs, basically. I think we're going to get $1,000 every month until this is over. They're saying it won't be over till August, which March, April, May, June, July, 6 months. So I've never not worked for 6 months. I have my own small business right now where we make custom Game Boys. Business kind of fell off a little bit. I'm not expecting it to improve, although my social media presence has been very Corona-centric lately and not so much promoting our Game Boy business, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I also feel like if you're smart, you're conserving your funds right now.
We're looking at sending checks to Americans immediately.
Called it.
What help are you going to give to airlines specifically?
I've had discussions with all the airline CEOs this week.
They're saying that the airline industry is going to collapse and 80% of the airline companies are going to be bankrupt, out of business by May, 2 months from now. So they're thinking about a bailout for them.
This is worse than 9/11.
Worse than 9/11 for the airline industry.
We're asking the younger generations to stop going out in public places, to bars and restaurants, and spreading asymptomatic virus onto countertops and knobs and grocery stores and grocery carts. Senior-only shopping times. I think that's really going to be important.
Who is this lady? She should be president, I say. This lady for president. Yo, do you guys remember woke culture and like the Me Too movement? Every single person from Friday on, if they went out to a bar or a party or something like that, they're not woke, and fuck you, and you don't care about anybody, and you don't care about the planet, and you're a piece of shit, and you are underinformed, and you don't know anything about the world, and shut up forever. I ventured out to get some fruit and vegetables, something I didn't really stock up on or have any of in the house, really. Today, all the bars and restaurants and all that stuff are closed. They're open for takeout and they're open for pickup. So yeah, you know, it's funny because I really want my mommy. What can be more reassuring than the warm embrace and tender motherly love and care in a time like this, especially if you were to get sick? The number one thing we can't do right now is see our elderly loved ones and parents and grandparents, because it's basically the most dangerous thing we could do. These elderly shopping times are a great idea. This coffee shop is doing takeout right now. You can also do takeout of cocktails, deliver cocktails to your house if you want. Just because we're on lockdown doesn't mean we can't chill. They got plenty of TP. And look, they got extra beer up there if anyone needs any. Corona. PM, Brooklyn. Shelter in place order forthcoming, we don't know. De Blasio, shut it down. Quarantine, what's the difference? Economic downturn not seen since the Great Depression. On our way to the post office, maybe for the last time. Targeting my kids and babies through population and gun control. Shit make me wanna make 100 more, make a big racist. From the boat road, no, it was so dope. Was I had none, cause my pockets didn't have none. I was so broke. All last Friday from a slingshot.
In my view, I think the right guidance to give all New Yorkers is, even though a decision has not yet been made by the city or by the state, I think New Yorkers should be prepared right now for the possibility of a shelter-in-place order. We've got a crisis on the scale, obviously, on the trajectory of both the epidemic we saw in 1918. In terms of the economic dislocation, I think it's fair to say we are going to quickly surpass anything we saw in the Great Recession, and the only comparison will be the Great Depression, hopefully not as bad in overall impact. And in the Great Depression, the federal government focused on creating jobs to put money in people's pockets. We can't do that now because there won't be scenarios where people can work in congregate settings. There's so many ways we cannot repeat the model of the Great Depression and the New Deal. It's going to take direct income support on a vast scale. We've never been here before. I have never heard of anything like this in the history of New York City.
Well, I hope you all like vlogs of me sitting in this chair. We're going to be told to shelter in place in New York City. We just went to the supermarket. I went twice today. It's pretty wild out there. I'm going to use this time constructively. I don't think I'm going to be productive per se. Productivity is going to be down. But I got some things I can do around here. Cleaning, reading, maybe learning an animation program to maybe... I'm going to be doing things that are cool for the vlog. Drawing things. It'll be fun. I'm not going outside, I don't think. That's all the chronic I have left right now, and I just tried to get some more. I got an auto response. Suspending deliveries. New York City is our home, our community. Be safe.
I work at the New York Public Library. I'm a librarian. My job's gonna be closed for the next 2 weeks. Then I was like, what am I gonna do with my time? And then I was like, well, I'm a cyclist, so I can bring things to people who are stuck inside. I watched the thing and like the cyclists in Wuhan, everything is all like clean and sanitary. There's no contact. There's like drop off and pick up points and stuff. And I was like, that looks, safe. I can do that. There's like an entire network of people out there. If you go on Instagram, it's COVID-19 _messengers, and it's like the whole North American continent is like represented there. People are like, how can I help you? I've got a car, I've got a trailer, whatever. I just happened to like get a bunch of people together real fast. So that was kind of cool. So now there's like 25, 30 people. And right now we've only had a couple of requests come in, I think because it's just sort of the beginning of the situation, but it's like immediate. People are just like jumping on it. Like people are like, oh, that's my neighborhood, I can do that. But we've got pretty much all of Brooklyn, all of Manhattan, parts of Queens. The first one was a friend of mine actually who was in self-quarantine. He's an artist and he needed art so he was job. So I went out and grabbed him a whole bunch of paper and paints and stuff and dropped them off. Someone requested like some herbs, I guess. They like just to like cook, and they couldn't like go outside. And then there's like people who are sick who need medicine. Some people are asking for like thermometers, but they're really like hard to find right now.
What is your plan if we go into like a shelter-in-place situation? Are you going to continue this?
How are they going to stop me? Delivering necessities to people is like exceptional. I mean, it's not like I'm going out to a bar to party. Like, I mean, as far as like, unless they're like, we'll shoot you on sight. Right. I'll probably keep going. As a developing situation, things are changing all the time, and we'll figure it out. The email is coronacourier@protonmail.com. Yeah, that's where you can reach us.